Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Than just play music, they continue the legacy of entertainment and memorable personality that have been the hallmark of WNBC radio for 66 years. WNBC.
It's coming up on 7 minutes after 10 o'clock, Imus, in the morning. WNBC Sports, tonight the Dodgers take on the Mets. That will be at 8 o'clock. And Charles says, let me say this, this is, of course, our final moments on WNBC, and I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you, Don. And it's been great working with you these 17 years. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. So, I have your phone number, right? Yeah. So I'll give you a call from time to time to see, you know what you're going to do or anything? Well, I'll be in the parking lot out at Shea Stadium. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah. Think about this. Fate will intervene, and you'll get hit by a bus. Well, on the way. Maybe I'll have the big heart attack on the treadmill. Could be. Maybe you'll wind up at gate B, and you'll say, "Where'd everybody go?" In fact, if I'm clutching my chest, over there at the Sports Training Institute today, leave me alone. Let me go in peace. I understand. So I will see you Monday morning. Yes, you will. In wherever we're supposed to be. It's a new area code. That's all I know. And we'll be on the same place on the dial, we suspect. We want to send this out to all of the people here at the radio station in what will be a true test of their spirit. But we'll find out who will make it in the long run. Eagles on your Heartbreak radio station, WNBC.
WNBC. A long time ago. Tops and temps for 66 WNBC. Thank you very much. And I'm Ray Dariano. We're coming down to the end of the last half hour. And then we got a special. Dale Parsons put a special together. Been saying thanks to some people here. Janice Panino and Lori Gadis. If you ever won a prize on WNBC the last couple of years, those are the ladies that helped you win it. And I kind of like both of them. 66. WNBC at Steely Dan. 66 WNBC, Steely Dan, reeling in the years.
When Sears brings you a value like this, we call it a great item. Imagine a 19-inch cable-ready color TV with on-screen readout of time and channel, 17-key remote control, precise quartz tuning, and more. Now imagine all that at a price like this, just $258. You save $91. Right now, Sears can bring you a TV with all that for $258, only through Saturday. Look for Sears' great item stamp of approval, now at Sears.
Hi, Evel Knievel here. Some say I'm the world's all-time greatest daredevil. You remember when I jumped my motorcycle over 51 cars in the Los Angeles Coliseum? Or the time I cleared a tank of hungry man-eating sharks in Chicago? That wasn't enough. The thing that really put the most fear in my heart, my greatest challenge, was in 1974, when I tried to jump the treacherous Snake River Canyon in a sky cycle. It made the Guinness Book of World Records, and I'm real proud of it, 50 or so broken bones later. But I'll tell you what I wouldn't do, is pull a stunt on a subway or a bus, like riding between cars, or jumping from one car to another. No way, man. And you won't catch me jamming stuff between the doors. It's not like an elevator. Those doors mean business. You take it from a daredevil. Me, Evel Knievel. Some stunts are just plain stupid.
This important message brought to you by the New York City Transit Authority.
If you were doing a project around your home and you needed help, even if it was just some helpful advice, who would you turn to? A neighbor you've known for years, someone you've grown to trust, or a stranger off the street? Well, obviously, you'd ask your neighbor. Well, I'd like to remind you that Channel Home Centers have been a neighbor for over 80 years, and they can give you plenty of helpful advice from Dr. Wally on the phone to a trained sales staff on the floor. Of course, Channel also gives you things no other neighbor could, like red box decorative brick facing and Homestead used brick facing by Stanson Decor. They look great in any room of the house. They're easy to install, and this week you'll find them for just 79 cents a square foot. And if you find that item advertised for less anywhere, Channel Home Centers will beat that price. Hey, the next time you need help on a project around your home, remember, Channel has been a neighbor for over 80 years. So why would you want to go talking to strangers? Channel Home Centers. There's no better place. Any place.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frank Perdue.
Everybody's chickens are approved by the government, but only my chickens are approved by me. My quality standards are higher than the government's. You can find a government grade A tag on a chicken that's loaded with imperfections, but you won't find a Purdue grade A tag on any chicken that's less than perfect. In fact, my graders reject more than 25% of the chickens government graders accept as grade A. That's because the government is out to make sure the chicken you eat is acceptable. I'm out to make sure the chicken you eat is the best chicken you can eat. And that's why it's worth paying a little more for a chicken with a Purdue tag. Besides, if you're not completely satisfied with my chicken, you can always write me, the president of Purdue, and I'll give you your money back. If you buy some government-approved chicken and you're not completely satisfied, who do you write? The president of the United States? What does he know about chickens?
When it comes to chicken, Frank Perdue is even tougher than you are. He has to be, because every one of his chickens comes with a money-back guarantee. It takes a tough man to make a tender chicken. Perdue. All Seatown and key food supermarkets have fresh Perdue Cornish hens on sale. Why not stop in and buy some? WNBC News and Traffic Reports is sponsored by your local Cooper Tire dealers.
Ray Dariano, 66, WNBC.
Well, Bruce Leonard, who was the engineer when I used to work on the Soupy show, has become a good friend of mine. And when we were putting this last show together, he says, I got to bring it in from home. You got to play this one. I said, yeah, I agree with you. B.J. Thomas at 66 WNBC. WNBC, I'm Ray Dariano. Here's the Beach Boys. Beach Boys on 66 WNBC.
He is out at the plate. Tommy Lasorda doesn't like the call. I'm sure he's got a few choice words for the ump. Spicy lunch and Pete Chili Hut. That's the last time you'll pick the restaurant.
Lasorda, I'm sick of your belly aching.
I'm sick of my heartburn. I come out to borrow a Rolaids.
Get relief. You know how to spell it. Rolaids.
You didn't even finish your chili.
Sometimes my eyes are bigger than my stomach.
Nobody's eyes are that big.
You're out of here.
Not before I get that Rolaids.
Rolaids antacid. Use only as directed.
Here's another satisfied owner of a Black & Decker Dustbuster cordless vac.
Well, I didn't know how indispensable my Dustbuster was until my husband Duncan took it camping to tidy up the tent. I missed that little guy.
Duncan?
The Dustbuster. It's faster than my big vac for quick, easy pickups. So when Duncan returned, I said, I couldn't bear to be apart. Well, he got so romantic, I didn't say I meant the Dustbuster.
Try the Black & Decker Dustbuster with a 30-day money-back guarantee. See details on package.
Very clever, Black & Decker.
At Dunkin' Donuts, we're proud of the fact that people have always gone out of their way to enjoy our coffee, but it's come to our attention that we still have a few holdouts. We ask you, where else but Dunkin' Donuts do they grind freshly roasted coffee beans to aromatic perfection just before brewing?
Herb's delicatessen?
Hardly. And where but Dunkin' Donuts do they discard coffee if it's not sold within minutes after brewing?
A Vinnie's coffee truck?
We doubt it. And where but Dunkin' Donuts do they use only rich premium coffee beans picked at the most select locations? And where are both regular coffee and Dunkin' Decaf always fresh because they're brewed every few minutes? In short, where do you go for the freshest, the richest, the most flavorful coffee you can get?
Julie's Cola Emporium?
Wrong. Only at Dunkin' Donuts. Our coffee alone makes it worth the trip. Now take away a great cup of coffee and an equally great mug. Get our 14-ounce Big One travel mug at participating Dunkin' Donuts while supplies last.
Everybody in the home center business spends a lot of time boasting about how low their prices are because they know homeowners shop around for the best deals. We're Pergament. We don't boast. We don't brag. All we do is offer you a guarantee that Pergament has the lowest prices on everything for your home. If you see an ad for another home center and a miracle happens, they actually have something for less than Pergament. Bring the ad into any Pergament. Our guarantee guarantees that we'll beat that price by 5%. The moral of the story, shop Pergament with confidence. Confidence that our $16.99 price on a 2-gallon pail of Thompson's Water Seal is the lowest anywhere. Confidence that our $39.99 price on a 16-foot aluminum extension ladder is the lowest anywhere. Confidence that at all 40 Pergaments, including the new mega home centers in Middle Village, Queens, North Brunswick, and Spring Valley, you'll be getting everything for your home at the lowest prices. We guarantee it.
66 WNBC.
Now, somehow this is impossible to me. I'm going to play this record, my second from last record. The last time you're ever going to hear Elvis Presley on AM radio in New York, I'm sorry, I don't buy that. 66 WNBC, The King.
We're caught in a trap.
66 WNBC, The King. I'm Ray Dariano, and I gotta go. And before I do, there's 3 people I'd like to thank for my connection here with WNBC. I want to thank Soupy Sales, the guy who brought me here. And, there's a little misunderstanding along the way. But, these things happen. That's the Soup Man, and he's a real good one. And second, I want to thank Dale Parsons, who's the program director since I've been here. And Dale has helped me numerous occasions. He's the only guy here who really knows the truth. And I'm glad to know him. And I really appreciate his friendship, and that will continue. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank you for listening. And for the last time, I'm Ray Dariano on WNBC, and this is your song. Bye-bye.
From 66 WNBC, New York.
Good afternoon. I'm Julia Hernandez. Here's what's happening at 12 o'clock. Unemployment is down, the number of people with jobs is up, and the Republicans are pleased with these latest figures. The Labor Department says the jobless rate dropped 0.2 points in September, and more than 250,000 people found work. There will be one more unemployment report before the election, but only 4 days before, not seen as enough time for those figures to make a real impact. The nation's unemployment rate now 5.4%. President Reagan campaigns for the GOP ticket today with a stop in Detroit. Michigan is seen as a toss-up state. With 32 days until the election, George Bush stumps in Ohio today. Michael Dukakis is in Missouri and North Carolina. Dan Quayle makes the swing through the South, and Lloyd Benson is in his home state of Texas. Locally in Bellport, Long Island this morning, about 400 high school students walked out of classes in protest over stalled contract negotiations between the teachers' union and the South Country School District. School officials say the kids left before the 7:30 classes and walked to the administration building about 1.5 miles away. The teachers have been working without a contract since the end of August. In Morris County, New Jersey, 5 nuns are still barricaded in their monastery in Morris Township. They locked themselves in a wing of the building earlier this week to protest efforts to liberalize their lifestyle. The grand jury in the Tawana Brawley case has finished up its 7 months of work, and now the focus of the probe is on the Brawley family advisors. The grand jury concluded the Black Dutchess County teenager lied when she said she was abducted and sexually assaulted by a gang of white men. Now, State Attorney General Robert Abrams and U.S. Attorney Rudolph Giuliani are investigating Al Sharpton. Abrams has also recommended disciplinary action against lawyers C. Vernon Mason and Alton Maddox for their conduct. In Bridgeport, Connecticut, a judge has refused a rape victim's request that her assailant be tested for AIDS. Judge Richard Damiani says AIDS is not a venereal disease, therefore does not fall under a law requiring VD tests of rapists. And a report just released in the Journal of the American Medical Association says AIDS is not sweeping through the heterosexual population at any kind of explosive rate. However, the finding is that cases of the disease are doubling every 14 to 16 months among heterosexuals. WNBC News Time, 12:02.
Okay, Lefty, you get one phone call before we toss you in the slammer.
Yeah, okay, I'm calling my lawyer right now. Hello, it's me. Where is he? He's playing golf. We'll go out to the first tee and get him. Oh, wait.
Don't hang up. No.
no.
With Southern New England Telephone's low rates for long-distance calls within Connecticut, you can call anywhere in the state and talk longer for less.
Not on the first tee? Try the second fairway.
Oh, wait, lefty. Yeah.
After 5 p.m. and round the clock on weekends, in-state long-distance rates are even lower.
Sand trap on 16, the water hazard on 18. Okay, try the clubhouse.
Oh, wait, lefty. Yeah.
No.
So don't hang up, Connecticut. Talk a while.
You left the golf course to go sailing. Okay, then check the yacht clubs. Call New London, then call Stamford, Bally High.
Lefty. Yeah.
At 12:03, WNBC and the New Jersey Governor's Task Force on Child Abuse and Neglect want you to know that you can do something about child abuse. For help or information, call 1-800-THE-KIDS. Here are the latest tri-state area conditions from the WNBC Traffic and Transit Network. Outbound lower level 59th Street Bridge has been reopened. There were some earlier police problems there. Inbound at the Holland and Lincoln Tunnels and the George Washington Bridge, all 10-minute delays. WNBC Sports, the National League Championship Series resumes tonight at Shea Stadium. The visiting Dodgers are sending John Tudor to the mound. The Mets counter with Ron Darling. After the Dodgers' victory Wednesday night, the series is tied in games 1-1. Today, a traveling day for the American League Championship Troopers. The show continues in Oakland tomorrow night. The Red Sox, who failed to take advantage of their opportunities at friendly Fenway, are trailing in the series 2-0. The Sox expect to send Mike Boddicker to the mound in Game 3. The home team probably countering with Bob Welch. And on the ice tonight, the Islanders skate against the Oilers in Edmonton. WNBC weather, mostly cloudy and cool this afternoon, high in the mid-50s. Cloudy, cool tonight, low 42-45. Mostly cloudy and chilly tomorrow, a chance of light rain or drizzle, high 52-55. The outlook for Sunday, partly cloudy and cool. Right now it's 53 degrees. It's not easy to say so long. That's what's happening. I'm Julia Hernandez, WNBC News.
This is WNBC, the first 66 years, a retrospective of one of America's great radio stations. Here's your host, Dale Parsons.